Hello everyone, welcome to Everything Football. Time for the semi-finals. Match day 15 is here now. This is where it gets a little bit tricky if you're trying to rise in rank, because a lot of teams will now look very similar because there's only 4 teams to choose from. And this time it's even more crazy. If you look at the forward players with all the injuries, there's literally only 3 or 4 forward players to pick from. So if everyone goes, everyone will probably go with the same players. So unless the only way you can rise in rank is if you have a crazy differential and they end up scoring a hat-trick. So for example, if I have Sterling and then he plays and he scores a hat-trick, that's the only way you can make up differential. So let's start with the Matchday 14 review. Matchday 14 went brilliantly well. I was around 2,000 in rank, and I said my target was to get into the top 1,000. I thought with this week I'd maybe move up maybe 500 places, but actually no, I actually moved up quite a lot of places to 635 in rank. So I'm very, very happy with that. My target this one was just finishing the top 1K, so that is even that is quite surprising getting that far up. So from this point on, as I've said, it's going to be very difficult to go up to rise in rank again. Because a lot of teams will be similar. The only way is if I have Ferran Torres and Sterling and they both score hat-tricks and I move up into 200s. But for now, I'm happy that if I can get to 500, very, very happy with that. I think that would be the highest I've ever finished. So this is how my team did in Matchday 14. I had Sommer in goal with 2 points. Nuno Mendes and Hakimi, both 8 points. Absolutely fantastic. I'm sure Hakimi scored. It's been a month now. Yeah, he scored a goal. This game's literally been a month ago, so it's been a long time. Bastoni only got 2 points. Saliba 3 points. Saliba was actually the one who made an error. It could have been a clean sheet for him. Saka with 5 points. He missed a penalty. Could have been better. Could have been double digits. I captained Merino, which I was buzzing with. Last time I captained, there's a time I captained, I've always captained Rafinha, but he didn't deliver. So I went with Merino, and Merino got 20 points, got 2 assists, so very happy with that. Dembele with 8 points. It was either captain him or Saka, so going with Merino's quite bold. Dembele with 8 points, another player who contributed again, got player of the match. Rafinha with only 3 points, one of the few times he hasn't contributed. Guirassy with 17 points, he got a hat-trick. I remember a lot of people were asking last deadline stream, Guirassy out, whoever in. It is a tough question because Guirassy's team was basically eliminated, but no one really expected them to put on that kind of fight. And then Mbappe got 2 points. So that was the team that I had. And then Yamal, Lewandowski, and Koundé on the bench with Martinez. That gave me a score of 78 points and a rank to 635. So heading into the semi-final, we know that we have 5 transfers to make. So I was like, okay, 5 transfers is going to be enough. Let me just take out the players that are already eliminated as quick as possible. So what I did is I went ahead and removed Kylian Mbappe, and I went ahead and removed Emi Martinez because those 2 players have already been eliminated. So I was like, let me just remove them quickly and let's make those subs. So this is what I did. I removed Martinez, Guirassy, and Mbappe, the 3 players who were eliminated. And then I brought in Raya, Lautaro Martinez, and Thuram. Now, since then, Thuram is injured, and since then, Lewandowski has also been injured. So that's basically the reason I went early, because I knew the 5 transfers will still be enough for me to make all the changes, unless Merino is also out, then we're in a bit of trouble. Then going too early in the transfers would cost me, because I thought 5 transfers would be enough, but lo and behold, he might not. If Merino, Lewandowski, Thuram all miss out, I could actually have 6 players that I've taken out, and I took out the early ones. But taking out the players early was not the problem, because those players were already eliminated. The only problem was the ones who I brought in. So basically I brought in Thuram, and he's now injured. But as I said, there's not too many forward players anyway. So maybe I would have gained a point there by going with the Serie Do if he starts on the bench and comes on. But I still have 2 transfers. So what am I thinking? So those are the 3 transfers I've made so far, 2 transfers to go. So at the moment, I have Sommer in goal and Raya in goal. Raya on Tuesday, Sommer on Wednesday. So happy with that, obviously. And then defensively, the double up from PSG remains Nuno Mendes and Hakimi, and then Saliba, and then Bastoni and Koundé. So happy with that as well. Koundé scored a fantastic goal in the Copa del Rey final the other day. He was gifted. But yeah, if Nuno Mendes has been scoring, Hakimi has been scoring, if Koundé can score as well, fantastic. And then midfield, I have Rafinha, Yamal, Dembele, Saka, and Merino. Captaincy is currently on Saka. And then I have Lewandowski, Lautaro Martinez, and Thuram up front. But as I said, Thuram is injured, Lewandowski is injured. So if I take out those two strikers, you'd say, okay, let me just go with the striker from this team. But no, Barcelona have no, like, if Barcelona start Torres up front, Torres is a midfield in the game. That's the problem. Inter Milan really only have whoever is going to come on for Thuram in that position. Whether it's, I don't think Anatovic is fit. It's the other guy. It's the guy from Iran. Why am I forgetting his name? Yeah, Inter Milan are going to. Why am I forgetting his name? Let me just check here quickly. So if you check out the strikers who are available at the moment, Taremi, that's his name. Doué, the Serie Doué is going to either play him or Bacola, one of them. Wait. Let me go strikers. So Lewandowski, Martinez, Doué, Havertz, Thuram, Taremi, Gonzalo Ramos, Jesus, Anatovic, Victor, Mbaya, Gusto, and Gonzalo Ramos are literally the only strikers in the game. That is crazy. Even Bacola is not a striker in the game. So the Serie Doué is the only striker we can actually bring on, which is absolutely crazy, and Taremi. So literally everyone's team will be the same because Arsenal don't have strikers, or both of them are injured. Barcelona striker is injured. If they're going to play someone, they're going to play a midfield up front, and Thuram is injured. So in a situation where we've never really been in before, a situation where like 3 of the teams don't have strikers, the 3 of the 4 teams remaining. So it will just be Thuram out, Lewandowski out, then Taremi in, and whoever starts for PSG up front, whether it's Desire or even Gonzalo Ramos, whoever starts up front. So I don't think it's going to be Ramos. It's probably going to be Desire Doué. So if they start Bacola is a midfield in the game, right? Yeah, he's a midfield in the game. Keep confusing. Yeah, he's a midfielder. So we won't have any strikers to pick unless you just go with someone and then have them on the bench. Then you hope that he comes on for 1 point. So not too many options. So for my team at the moment, I do have 4 Arsenal players, 4 Barcelona players, 4 Inter Milan players, and then 3 PSG players. But I am going to take out Thuram probably for Taremi, so it's going to remain the same. And then I'm probably going to take out Lewandowski for the Serie Doué, so it's going to be 4-4-4-3. So 4 players, 4 players, 4 players, 3 players from each of the teams. I think that's a good balance. Hopefully we do have like at least one of the teams we are sure that they're going to go through to the final after the first leg. I don't think that's going to be the case, but that will help in terms of the transfers for the second leg, because I think we'll still be safe. Even if let's say it's Arsenal, Inter Milan in the final, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, the transfers will still be enough. Let's say it's Barcelona, PSG, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, the transfers will be enough. So I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem heading into the next one, unless you have like 5 players, 6 players from one of the teams, and then 5 players, and then they get eliminated, that team. So that would be the problem. But I'm happy with this one. That's the team that I have. Saka will definitely be my captain on the first day, and then hopefully does deliver. So my predictions. What are my predictions for the games? So I think Arsenal is going to win. Last time I went to 2-1 against Real Madrid. It was I was 1 goal away. I didn't think Arsenal going to score 3 against Madrid. So this time, and this is probably a biased prediction, but I'm going to go for Arsenal 3, PSG 1. I think it's going to be tough at PSG's place. And then I'm going to go for Barcelona to beat Inter Milan by this margin, 2-1. So they'll still be tight in the second leg, and PSG can still score goals at their place, and Inter Milan can still beat Barcelona at their place. So you never know. But I'm thinking Arsenal Barcelona final, just like in the women's Champions League. But let's see how it goes. But that's how my team looks. Let me know how your team looks. Do you still have any chips to play? Limitless, wildcard? I don't think there would be any need of keeping it right now, but if you still have it, maybe it could be an opportunity to use it, or maybe the second leg. But 5 transfers should be enough at the moment. I'm still not going to make my transfer until Tuesday later on, and make sure to join me for the deadline stream as per usual. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch up with you guys on the next one.